Hey, what's going on, you guys? My name is the Raptor, and welcome back to another one of my reaction videos. So today I'm going to be reacting to the new Death Battle which just came out, which is the Mega Man Battle Royale. These guys haven't done a Battle Royale for a very long time, unless I'm really mistaken. The only two other Battle Royales they ever did were the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Battle Royale, and that was like their 6th, 7th episode or something like that. And then they also did the Pokemon Battle Royale, the one between Venusaur, Blastoise, and Charizard. So those are both pretty enjoyable, at least when I first watched them, and I still find them pretty enjoyable today. But now we have another Battle Royale for like a number of years, like a really long time. And it's the biggest one they've ever done. We have 5 characters here, and as far as I'm concerned, they're all pretty powerful. So I'm really excited to see, what these characters bring to the table. I want to learn more about them. And I especially want to learn more about them because right now I know next to nothing about almost all of them. My only real knowledge for Mega Man is stuff, the classic Mega Man, I mean, is stuff that, I've heard from my friends, because some of my friends are really into Mega Man, and also I've watched the death battle between Mega Man and Astro Boy, so I know that much about him. And also, he's in Smash, but I know that's not really a good source of information, but you guys get what I'm saying. And in terms of Mega Man.EXE, I actually put him in one of my own battles, Who'd Win and Why, which is my own versus show. I put him against Blue Beetle, so I had to research him a little bit and figure out what he's about, and he's actually really, really, really powerful. So there's that going for him. He's definitely really powerful. The bottom 3 here, so I guess I'll just go starting with classic Mega Man and going clockwise. We got classic Mega Man, Mega Man.EXE, Star Force, isn't Mega Man Star Force, whatever, it's classic, X, Star Force, Volnutt, and then EXE. And in terms of Star Force, Volnutt, and EXE, I really know nothing about them. So I'm really just going to have to rely on this video to find out what they bring to the table. I already do have some predictions, though, about who I think is going to win, or at least I have somewhat of an order for how I think this is going to play out, but this is mainly based on other YouTube commenters that I've seen, or other YouTube comments that I've seen and their opinions. So what it looks like is that the general consensus is that classic Mega Man and Volnutt are not going to win. I believe this because, first of all, Mega Man.EXE was created to be better than the original Mega Man in every single way, so I already think that solidly rules him out, if I'm being perfectly honest. And in terms of Volnutt, I've just heard from a lot of people that he's not that powerful, and that he just doesn't stack up to the other Mega Men in terms of power. So I think that they're both pretty solidly out. And in terms of who I think is going to win, I really think this fight is between X and EXE. I think they're the most powerful versions of Mega Man. I think Star Force is somewhere in the middle. But I think that's between X or EXE because I've just heard from most people. I've heard a lot of people say that they think X is definitely going to win. I've heard a lot of people say that they think EXE is definitely going to win. I've heard a lot of people say that it's one or the other. So I think that pretty well means that one of them is probably going to win. And I honestly think they're going to come in the top 2. Again, though, maybe the YouTube commenters are just completely wrong. But that's just what I'm thinking right now. And I don't really know who's going to win between them because I don't have that kind of information yet. I don't really know anything about them. Well, I know stuff about X, but I don't know anything about EXE, so. But I wouldn't be surprised if X wins because, like I said, he's really, really powerful. So if you want like a little bit of an order from me, or at least some sort of to gauge where I'm with, with these characters, I think that Mega Man and Volnutt are at the bottom. I think they're in the realm of not going to win this one. I think in terms of the top, it's between X and EXE, and I think they're going to come in the top 2. Not sure who's going to win, though. And Star Force, I think, is going to come in 3rd place. I think is solidly in the middle there, but I don't really know any sort of placements with the other characters. Although, then again, I want to say that Volnutt would come in last and Classic would come in 4th, but I'm not really sure about that. I think I'm just going to have to wait until we start into this video, which is right now. So yeah, let's get right into it.
Access to all sorts of personalized data.
So obviously I'll look at the information and, I'll just use that, and I will come up with an order, before the fight starts. But it might be completely wrong. I've never reacted to a Battle Royale before. This is going to be weird.
You might not be imagining things. It could be your genes. Buy your own health and ancestry service kit.
So yeah, guys, also link in the description of the original video. So make sure to go check out Death Battle and their Death Battle video. Because they changed it from Screw Attack to Death Battle, like their actual channel name. And they start off with Rooster Teeth now instead. Alright, let's go.
Mega Man may be an icon by himself, but others have carried on his legacy.
Oh yes,
creating real
clearly.
Immortality? Not on this show. Time to find out which Mega Man is the most mega of the men. While there are many versions of the character to choose from, not that one, this battle will feature the 5 most prominent. The classic era Mega Man. Mega Man.EXE. Volnutt from the Legends series.
So it is Mega Man Volnutt.
Networks Mega Man.EXE.
Mega Man.EXE.
And the Alien Star Force Mega Man. He's with
cool.
Boomstick. And it's our job to analyze their weapons.
So it is Mega Man and then their names. That makes sense to me.
Death battle.
Okay, so it's 2D. That's I pretty much expected that.
20XX, the brilliant Dr. Light would
20XX? I thought it was 2000X.
Developing machines with AI so advanced it mimicked actual life. His goal was a world where robots and humankind could live together in trust and harmony. I want all you watching to remember that, because right off the bat, Light's partner Dr. Wily reprogrammed the bots and tried to take over the world. Just the first in a lifetime of dick moves. To combat this threat, Light upgraded
I guess that's what happens when you're a dick.
Rock into the original, the classic Mega Man.
Yep. I know most of this already, I'm assuming, because of the other death battle.
Mega Man Zero? So one of those, technically,
well,
yes, but that's
Zero.
Much later. Mega Man is armored with ultra-strong ceratanium and comes equipped with the
that's stronger and lighter than titanium.
Cannon for each arm. While it's normal lemon energy,
they're going really fast, which makes sense because there's like 5 characters.
Robot master ass like nothing.
Oh Jesus! Would Wiz be able to survive that?
Meant to do that. There was a fly, and I got him. Mega
of course he did.
Notable tool is his variable weapon system.
Oh, of course.
Allows him to copy the data of fallen enemies to gain their weapons.
He's got like a crap ton of powers.
So now he can cut you down with the metal blade, light you up with the napalm bomb, and burn you.
But he's got limited ammo. That's something important.
Twice as hot as the surface of the sun. He's
crap! That's powerful. Yeah.
Sure, he can shield himself with the skull barrier, reflect projectiles with the mirror buster, bypass armor with the centaur flash, stop time with the time stopper,
but he can't use any other weapons. Well,
with the black
time stops.
Bomb. In case this little blue buddy needs a boost, he can activate his double gear system, which is basically robo-roids. They jack up his power, his speed, or both at the same time.
I don't remember this from the other one, the other video.
Mega Man can
Maybe I'm just blanking.
Which grants him flight, a boost in
right, when he merges with Rush.
Punches. Mega Man is strong enough to lift a 60,000-ton tower.
Mega Man's current location.
To survive the gravity of Jupiter, the heat of the sun, and Absolute Zero. Plus, he's fast enough to keep up with Quickman, who can dodge
Absolute Zero is crazy.
Close to the speed of light. Mega Man has
Quickman can go that fast. Okay.
And other robotic foes, including Sunstar, who was powerful enough to self-destruct and destroy the Wily Star, basically a small Death Star. With its size in mind, this would need energy equivalent to over 7 trillion megatons of TNT.
Oh crap! Wait, hang on. Let me back up a little bit, just to make sure I know what feat they're talking about.
100 robot masters and other robotic foes, including Sunstar, who was powerful enough to self-destruct and destroy the Wily Star, basically a small Death Star.
So like his power is comparable to that?
This would need energy equivalent to over 7 trillion megatons
7
of TNT.
trillion, okay.
Man, all that power runs on limited ammo, though. Mega Man would carry the banner of peace across the world, fighting Wily's tyranny.
Sorry, I don't usually like to back up, but I just wanted to make sure I knew what I was looking at.
And everyone lived happily ever after. Until they didn't.
Okay.
6 feet apart at all times.
Oh, really?
Okay,
wait, hang on, give me a sec. Alright, sorry about that. I just didn't want the whole ad to play through.
Mega Man.
I hope that doesn't happen again.
I like it.
Alright, so that was the original Mega Man. That was pretty quick.
Flash forward 100 years when the archaeologist Dr. Kane happened upon a sleeping blue android hidden deep within a
I probably don't know all of this, like a lot of his origin especially.
This android possessed free will indistinguishable from a human's. This wasn't Mega Man. This was Mega Man.EXE.
Alright.
This guy was built by the late
Real name
Light to be
X.
better than the original Mega Man model in every way.
Yes.
Aware of the danger that
which I think is a big factor here.
Light locked him away in a capsule that ran tests on his morality for 30 years. And what better way to match decades of good boy training than waking up to worldwide war? Dr. Kane began mass replication of X, but his process was imperfect. Many of these Reploid robots went maverick and embroiled the world in centuries-long warfare. Despite being a pacifist, X felt obliged to step in and help. His go-to
good for him.
X-Buster, which can fire off single shots of condensed solar energy, or charge up
it is solar energy.
for even
I knew
more
that.
Power. He also carries his partner Zero's Z-Saber, A beam
Okay.
sword that can reflect projectiles and cut through nearly everything.
That's good.
But he wouldn't be a true Mega Man without the ability to scan and copy other robots' weaponry. He has
Yes.
copied countless elemental weapons that control fire, lightning, wind, water, and ice, as well
Ooh,
as
they're being
bombs,
very
missiles,
vague
mines,
about this.
drones, lasers, and force fields. He can shoot out black holes, turn invincible for a short time, and
Okay.
create a clone of himself, which
Oh,
I
wow.
really wish I could do. He can
Oh,
stop
yeah.
time.
I'm not
and
even sure I knew
resist
that.
similar effects
I don't
when
think
other
so.
robots try their own time stoppers. But when he
Oh.
gets serious, he breaks out
Wow,
his
okay, that's
ultimate
good.
armor. It doubles his durability, gives him unlimited ammo, allows him to
That's
fly
good.
and attack with the Nova Strike move, and
Wow,
teaches
that's-
him some super
that's powerful.
moves like the Hadouken and Shoryuken.
Oh, wow,
Yeah,
okay.
turns out Dr. Light was a fan of Street Fighter. But possibly his greatest ability
Doesn't surprise
is what
me.
the X in his name refers to. The
We're
X
still not
factor
done.
That is his limitless evolutionary potential. Which is
Okay.
your typical anime bullshit. Powered by love or friendship or puppies or whatever. X is completely regenerated from near death and even reformed his whole body in only a few seconds from just his metal core. With all his
Really?
immense power, X has
So it's
defeated
really hard to
dozens of
kill him.
battles, including the General. The General once tanked a planet-destroying laser, the energy of which would require 57 quadrillion megatons of TNT.
That's a
He can
lot
move
more
fast
than
enough to
7
dodge
trillion.
Sunflower's light-speed lasers and survive channeling enough energy through his body to annihilate all of Japan. After years
Crap.
of fighting, he managed to destroy his arch-enemy, the Sigma virus, with
Which we've
his
already
most
seen before.
powerful weapon yet, the Mother Elf, aka the latest thing to join our Hall of Fame of terrible names for awesome stuff. The
Right.
Mother Elf is like
Like
a
Venom and
living
Bane, or at least the
antivirus software
origins
that can heal
of those
X's
names.
wounds, increase his power, and completely rewrite a Reploid's code, giving him complete control over cybernetic beings. That's how he defeated
Wait.
the Sigma virus, by erasing it from every Reploid in the world all at once. And
Whoa.
the day was finally
Wait, does that mean he could
saved.
affect... Hang on, sorry, I'm gonna back up again.
The Mother Elf is like a living antivirus software that can heal X's wounds, increase his power, and completely rewrite a Reploid's code, giving him
Okay.
complete control over cybernetic beings. That's
But
how
would
he
that include the
defeated
other
Sigma
Mega Men?
virus, by erasing it from every Reploid in the world all at once. And the day was
Okay.
finally saved. Well, until the Mother Elf was corrupted and the biggest war ever broke out all over again. But for the
Sure.
ultimate peacekeeper, X sure spent a lot of time kicking ass.
Right.
As long as there's
Okay, I'm gonna say it right now, Classic Mega Man definitely is not winning this one. But an X looked really powerful.
Thousands of years later, the world was consumed by a great flood. Humanity was all but extinct. The world got
Okay.
so shitty, the man in the sky himself had to step in and flush that thing. All that remained on the planet was a race of artificial life forms known as carbons. But some of
Okay.
humanity survived in the orbital space station, the Elysium. This station
Okay.
housed the Master System, a computer program designed to control the carbon's population on Earth. But over time, all the humans on board died. Except for one, the Master and his assistant,
Okay.
a carbon known as Mega Man Trigger. Since the carbons
Trigger.
were basically the only humanoid life forms
Are we
left
still
in
talking
this
about
super
Volnutt,
sad
though?
world, this last human figured they deserved free reign of the planet. So he told Trigger to destroy the Master System. Though I'm pretty sure Nintendo
Oh my
already
god,
did that.
come on.
Despite being a purifier unit designed to protect the Master System, Trigger obeyed. But thanks to this chick Sarah, he got his robo-butt whooped hard, lost all his memories, and got turned into a baby. Sealed away for years, he was eventually discovered by carbon diggers who named him Volnutt.
Gotcha.
And thus began his journey to stop
I
the
still have
Master
no
System,
idea about this
battle
character.
pirates,
And the two to
trigger
follow.
his lost memories. See what I did there? Wiz, gotta talk about something you said there. Why did they name him Volnutt? What a dumb name! The only thing dumber than that name was that stupid pun that you made. Well, to save the day, Volnutt has, surprise, the Mega Buster. And he can switch out his right arm for a bunch of special weapons like a machine gun, a spread gun, homing missiles, grenades, mines, a sword, a reflector shield, and his most powerful weapon of all, the Shining Laser. It's a laser that shines.
Nice.
Like a lot. It's good.
Gotcha.
He wears armor which lets him hover for extra speed, and also shields that can make him briefly invulnerable and invincible. That's it. No stopping time or farting black holes out of his butt. I guess it's not that bad. Well, most of these weapons pull from the same energy source rather than separate pools, and they each need to be swapped out manually. Yeah.
Okay, that's not
Starting to think
great.
We found Diet Mega Man. Don't underestimate him. Volnutt is a charming hero with a lot of power. He can
With a
lift
9.5
9.5-ton stone
That's
blocks,
not impressive,
move
though,
fast enough
compared to the
evade
other guys.
meteors, which re-enter Earth's atmosphere at Mach 33, and even tank them head-on. That's a kinetic energy equivalent to 38 tons of TNT.
Okay.
He's defeated scores of giant mechs,
But that's
and
still
even
not
Sarah in a
comparable.
rematch for the ages. All in a day's work for Mega Man Volnutt.
Don't worry.
Yeah, Volnutt's not winning.
Why?
He's definitely coming in
I
last
know
here, I'm
more.
pretty sure. Unless, like, the other two are really, really weak,
No matter
too.
what happens. 6 feet apart.
Oh my
on
god,
top
sorry,
to
one
both
sec.
build-
Wait, sorry about that.
Whoa. Don't try and pull that happily ever after crap. Humanity went extinct, the planet is flooded, and the last Mega Man is stuck in space forever because Legends 3 is never gonna happen. That peaceful future Dr. Light
Oh,
fought so hard
sorry.
for turned out to be total bullshit. And if you think about it, it's all his fault. Love and peace are lies, God is dead, and we're all totally... Maybe in this timeline,
Jesus.
but luckily, there is another.
Okay.
Let's go all the way back to the year 20XX.
Okay.
Imagine, instead of revolutionizing science with robotics,
So this is like an alternate
Thomas
future?
Light focused on computer sciences and created a world dominated by the internet and digital AI. Oh, and
Okay.
his name was also Tadashi Hikaru. Oh,
Of course.
Great, the AI overlord timeline. Hey, Siri, please don't kill everyone and take over the world.
I didn't catch that boomstick.
Oh God, it's already happening.
Come on, Siri.
The infrastructure Hikaru worked on was so complex, it became its own separate universe known as the Cyber World. This unpredictable digital universe was managed by sentient computer programs called NetNavis. Reminds me of those digital Pokemon. What are those called again? Hikari
Digimon.
had a grandson named
Come on.
Lan. Yes, that's really his name. And Lan had one of the best NetNavis around, Megaman.EXE. Together,
Okay.
they became the most successful virus-busting duo in both the real and cyber worlds.
They're virus
and
busting,
saved
okay.
both countless times. EXE can shoot foes down with his regular or charge shots with his, yes, you guessed it, Mega Buster.
Yeah.
He can fly with his Mega Booster and cook the shit
how
out
fast,
of a
though?
Thanksgiving Day turkey with his Mega Baster. Okay, maybe he doesn't have that last one. His
Okay.
true strength, however,
Didn't think
lies
so.
in Lan's enormous collection of battle chips, which contain a variety
Okay.
of different weapons and tools for EXE to use.
Of course,
He
like
has
all
over
the Mega Men.
1,500 of these.
Oh my
You know
god.
the drill by now. He's
That's
got
a lot.
cannons, shotguns, spread guns, mini bombs, big bombs, time bombs, shockwaves, earthquakes, meteor swords, kunai boomerangs, and an incredibly deadly
Jeez.
yo-yo. That doesn't
I
even
barely
scratch
caught
the
any of that.
surface. He can create black holes, move objects
Okay.
with telekinesis, turn
Oh.
intangible and invisible, dispel force fields, resist having his data assimilated, uninstall customized programs
Okay.
and weapons data in enemies, and use GigaFreeze to put programs and even the whole internet in stasis. That why my
Oh,
internet
crap.
went down last night. I might have to break out Boomstick.exe and kick his ass. How do I ult
My God.
F4 this little bastard? Good luck getting past EXE's defenses. His dark aura is a barrier so tough, it could survive the end of the entire cyber world. And since
That's
EXE
probably-
is a digital
that would probably take a lot to
program,
do.
not an organic being, he survived being impaled, losing limbs, and even being blown to bits before pulling himself back
Crap.
together. Wait a minute, if he's just a program like you said, can he even fight in the real world like other super fighting robots? He's done so before. He can enter
Okay.
the real world through special dimensional areas, or through sheer power output alone.
Does that
He
weaken
can
him,
even
though?
merge body and mind with Lan using full synchronization, a technique only possible if both beings have a strong mental bond. Fusion!
Wow.
Well, turns out EXE and Lan are super close because, plot twist, EXE is Lan's stillborn dead baby brother turned into a computer program.
Okay.
Wow. Yeah, well, when they bond perfectly, they enter hub form, a state powerful enough to defeat Nebula Gray and the Dark Galaxy universe with just a wave of his hand. EXE
Okay.
is tough enough to survive
Wow.
a planet-sized Psybeast exploding. That's a blast worth over 14 septillion
Septil-
megatons of TNT.
My
He's cool
God.
enough to search practically the entire cyber world in less than a minute, and powerful enough to absorb and recreate the same cyber world in a single move. And after all of that,
Wow.
Lan retired from virus busting to become a scientist whose research would play a part in the next generation of Mega Man. Pretty impressive for a guy who spends all his time jacking off.
Oh my god.
I'm sorry, Wiz, we had to work that in. I understand.
Honestly, me too. Okay. I really hope I remember everything that I want to say, because I definitely want to say a lot about this guy.
200
And now
years
Star
later,
Force.
the world had yet again progressed, this time with the advent and proliferation of electromagnetic, or EM, wave technology, which is a fancy way of saying they switched their main resource from internet cyberspace to basic radio waves. Well, at least radio waves will never try to take over the world and commit genocide. Oh, you see that now. This is Geostellar, the son of astronaut Kelvin Stellar. Oh, okay, first Land, now Kelvin. These names are killing me. But anyway, Kelvin got lost in space after being attacked and captured by a race of aliens made of electromagnetic waves known as FMians. Like FM radio aliens.
Yeah, FMians.
Luckily for Kelvin, he made friends with an EM alien kitty thing named Omega-Zis, who tried to help him escape by zapping him into radio waves. It wasn't the best idea ever, but eventually Omega and Geo met up and merged together to become Star Force Mega Man. And with this transformation, Geo acquired and amplified all of Omega's EM powers. Namely, as a being composed of EM waves, he's effectively invisible and intangible.
Like, entirely to every single thing?
Waves, remember? Though the latter usually requires conscious thought to activate. He can also fly, teleport, survive in space, turn living beings into EM waves, and manipulate data itself to control other machines from the inside out. Remember when Mega Man used to
gonna back up a little bit.
Teleport, survive in space, turn living beings into EM waves, and manipulate data itself to control other machines from the inside out.
Okay, that's important, remember.
Just be a cute little robot? Now he's a radio alien cat fusion thing. Well,
yeah.
At least he still has the Mega Buster, which does exactly what it did the last 4 times.
Right.
Actually, this Mega Buster is a bit different.
Oh, okay.
Not only does it charge automatically when not in use, it can be modified with different wizard equips, no relation, to change its power, speed, and status effects. It would have been a lot better if it had boomstick equips. Well, I'm sure there's something boomstick related in Geo's nearly 600 battle cards, which provides Star Force Mega Man with numerous special weapons. He's got guns, swords, hammers, axes, scythes, bombs, missiles, lasers, meteors, shockwaves,
He's got meteors.
Attacks, and when all else fails, he can just use his bare hand. He can paralyze foes, drain their health, summon black holes, turn invincible, heal wounds, create force fields, summon other EM beings for special attacks, and control noise. Control noise? So like when my neighbor plays music really loud, he can just turn it off with his mind?
Not quite.
No, but I thought you lived in a trailer in the middle of nowhere. Yeah, man. Animals are getting smarter. Right. Noise is created by EM beings, kind of like static. When utilized properly, it can cause machinery malfunction similar to an EMP, drive EM beings insane, and, if he absorbs enough of it, allow Geo and Omega to change into even more powerful forms. His greatest form is Red Joker, which can fire the Red Gaia Erasure, a huge laser that'll reduce your body to EM particles and shoot them across the atmosphere while you're still conscious. Talk about one way to go. With all these powers and more, Geo and Omega have the resume to match. They've defeated dozens of enemies, including Sirius. We got her! Who was powerful enough to move a black hole hundreds of millions of miles in a single day. The black hole in question was Sagittarius A, which has a mass 4 million times greater than the Sun. Factoring in its mass and the speed it traveled, we can get a kinetic energy of 4.6 decillion megatons of TNT.
What?
Enough to obliterate a solar system. Then Star Force survived inside of that black hole like it was nothing. And since he's made of radio waves, he's as fast as light. Though some other EM beings were able to fly from the center of the Milky Way galaxy to Earth in only 3 days. That's over 3 million times the speed of light. Star Force even fought EXE once. He technically lost, but he was just holding back to make sure he didn't Marty McFly the future away. But of all his accomplishments, his greatest feat was one that no other Mega Man up until that point had achieved. This world, and this timeline, actually turned out pretty great. All thanks to Star Force Mega Man.
Oh my god, sorry, one sec. Oh no, I can just skip this one. I'm so sorry, guys, I have no idea why this keeps happening. Okay. I was pretty confident in everything until...
But first, I need
oh wait, so they actually are like changing their the way they say things now.
Alright, Alright, the combatants are set, and we've run the data through all possibilities. But first, I need a mega meal from Blue Apron.
Honestly, I preferred the old stuff. Let's end this debate once and for all, but I guess it's okay.
Choose your meals.
Hang on a sec, let's see.
Wasn't much of a
I don't want to overshoot.
Creative and delicious meals with my own hand. BlueApron.com/battle.
Alright, I think
That's
I'll wait it out a little bit.
/battle. Blue Apron, a better way to cook. But
right now, it's time for a death battle. Pause. Alright. As I was saying, I was feeling very, very confident until they started talking about Star Force. He's more powerful than I initially anticipated. Again, I didn't know anything about him, but I was just basing it off of YouTube comments. So here's what I'm thinking right now. I'm pretty sure Volnutt is going to come in 5th. I don't think he's going to win. He seems very underpowered compared to everyone else. I know that lifting 9.8 tons, is really impressive. But when you compare it to the other Mega Man, it's not that impressive at all. And classic Mega Man, I think, is going to come in 4th. I knew that originally, I knew he wasn't going to win, because, again, Mega Man.EXE is better than him in every way. But that didn't mean that he was going to come in, 5th or 4th. He might have come in a high spot, too, just like Mega Man.EXE. But I think that, he's just not as powerful as the other guys. Especially when you have these huge numbers that they're talking about. They were talking about Mega Man and how he has, he was comparable to something what was in the quadrillion megatons of TNT, but then they talked about Mega Man.EXE, and he has something in the quintillions or something, or the sextillions, I forget, something higher. But then Mega Man.EXE has something in the septillions, but then Mega Man Star Force or Star Force Mega Man has something in the decillions, which is the 10th of the illions, that's insane. So, I don't know about this, because here's what I was thinking before Star Force came in here. What I was thinking is that it was going to be Volnutt in last, then Classic Mega Man. And right now, before Star Force came in, I was thinking that EXE was going to win. Because there's Mega Man.EXE, who is really powerful, but not only did they give a bigger number, this whole septillion, what his power is comparable to, or was that his durability? I forget. It was something along the lines of that. But, his durability or something is, in the septillions, which is one of the biggest numbers we've seen out of these characters. And I just think, his ability to hack data or to shut down other, programs or whatever, and his immunity to that too. That's something I picked up on too. His immunity to all of that, I think, is good for him. If he can hack if I'm getting this right, if he can hack other, machines, but he's also more, if he can fight off other hacks, like Mega Man.EXE's hacking ability, then I think that really puts Mega Man.EXE in a really good spot. I was thinking that Mega Man.EXE was really powerful, but the fact that, he doesn't really have any, resistance to hacking as far as I'm concerned, I think that means that really is going to end up everyone's going to end up being hacked except for EXE, which I think, again, puts him in a really good spot. However, then we have Star Force, and Star Force had something comparable to some 44.6 or 46, something like that, decillion megatons of TNT. That's the biggest number we've seen so far. And he was also able to go some characters were able to go 3 million times the speed of light, characters that were comparable to him. That's crazy too. I really hope I'm not getting any of this wrong. Regardless though, that's ridiculous. I don't know. I really don't know about this. The thing is, though, I still think that EXE being able, Star Force is going to have essentially 2 characters trying to hack him, both EXE and X. So that makes me think that he might be in trouble. And maybe I'm just missing something, but I don't know. I don't think Star Force is going to win. I still don't think Star Force is going to win. I don't know why, because they gave that huge number for him. But I don't think he's going to win. I think him, 2 characters that have hacking abilities, and Star Force not being one of those characters, I think that puts him in a bad spot. And I also think that EXE being able to resist that kind of stuff, I think that puts him in a really good spot. And clearly, he's ridiculously powerful. He's got over 15,000 or 1,500 different abilities. I think that's the most abilities we've seen out of any character. So that also makes him the most versatile. And I think, just his resources, if he can use that hacking, I think he has a good shot of winning this one. So my guess right now, I might not have great reasoning for this, but I'm using everything I can. I'm sure there was other stuff I wanted to say. I know that Mega Man X was able to resist time stops. That might be really, really good for him. But I just think that, you know, EXE, I think he's more set to win this one. So I'm thinking that probably it's going to be EXE is going to come in first. I think EXE is going to win. I think Classic Mega Man is going to come in fourth. Volnutt's going to come in fifth. And then in terms of X and Star Force, you know what? I'm going to have to go with basically my original thought that EXE and X are going to be in the top two and Star Force is going to come in third. I really don't know why I'm saying that because they gave him the biggest number, but I feel like they might be trying to mislead me. Maybe I'm completely wrong. Maybe I'm reading too much into this, but that's what I'm thinking. So I think it's going to be EXE, then X, then Star Force, then Classic, and then Volnutt. I hope I at least get some of that correct. So I don't have the best reasoning for it, but that's what I have. Let's get into the fight. I'm really excited to see how this is going to look. So that's Volnutt, right? Yeah, you're dead, and so are you. I'm pretty sure you're both dead, because that's Classic. Oh, and then all the other three, or all the other guys. Oh, I love how they all have them charging it up at once. And they still don't have the fight graphic. I really wish they kept that in. Oh, ow. Oh, okay. Oh, wow, so Mega Man is getting the drop on Mega Man X. I know it's just the animation, but damn, I was not expecting that, like, at all. Ooh, oh, okay, they transition. So that's Star Force and EXE that are fighting. Okay, so yes, he can teleport. Oh, ow! Crap. Yeah, like, Star Force's speed is pretty insane. Oh. Oh, shoot. And they transition? Come on, guys, I wanted to see that. And they have, like, two separate fights. But where's Volnutt? Wasn't he with these guys? And ow. Yeah, he looks wrecked. Which is what I thought was supposed to happen, and that makes sense. Now Volnutt's there. Oh. Oh, shoot. I think you can survive that. Yeah, your durability seems better than that. Oh, there's Rush. Right, I completely forgot about that. I haven't been thinking much about regular Mega Man. Oh, but there's his other form. he looks like he's about to crap his pants. Is he dead? Oh. Oh my god. They actually did that. Oh, that's great. Oh no, he's not dead yet. I thought they were all just gonna, like, have him be dead at the beginning. Wait, but X is immune to that. Is he not? Yeah. Oh! Oh, wait. Did Volnutt just get tossed into the black hole? Wait, hang on. I'm confused. What just happened? Oh, is he gonna... Oh. Wait, what? Oh, there's Star Force, and there's EXE. Are they the only two left? Oh no, there's X! Okay. Okay, so I guess the other two are dead, I'm assuming? Alright, sorry, I was just a little confused about who was getting sucked in and everything. Oh, right, he's got that guy! Or that thing. Oh. Did it just completely, like, shrug it off? Oh. Oh yeah, he's got that shield. Oh, crap. It's breaking. Oh. I should probably stop talking. I just want to feel this and see everything. Oh. Crap. Did he... So EXE won? Or is there still a... No, yeah, EXE won!
Whoa, I was sure X or Star Force had this one in the bag. Surprisingly, this battle's victor was fairly clear-cut. While the original 3 Mega Men had many impressive feats, they were all outclassed by EXE and Star Force's cosmic-level feats.
Okay, so, alright.
Volnutt couldn't keep up with any of them.
Yeah.
Classic had a leg up with his huge variety of weapons, but his limited ammunition meant he would never last too long.
Right.
Plus, X was designed to surpass him in every way.
Yeah.
X's Mother Elf may have rewritten the code of the Reploids in his time, but both EXE and Star Force were much more powerful data beings who have resisted similar rewriting before. In particular,
he's resisted
Star
it too.
Noise manipulation gave him a huge advantage over the Mother Elf, which we know to be fairly vulnerable to corruption.
Oh.
I know what you're thinking.
Okay.
Star Force is 200 years ahead of EXE.
I didn't read
Shouldn't
that.
his tech be way better? He even held back in their cannon fight. That's to clarify, canon and story, not they were both using their cannons.
Yeah.
True, but so did EXE. Neither were fighting at their full potential, as made evident by their other feats. At best, Star Force may move 3 million times the speed of light, but EXE was fast enough to search the whole cyberworld universe in a brief period of time, and powerful enough to later destroy it in its entirety. And the cyberworld isn't just a hard drive with some gigabytes. It's a universe with stars and galaxies and the whole shebang. To clock EXE's speed, we first need to find the volume of EXE's field of view compared to the volume of the observable universe. With that, we can determine the number of passes EXE made across its diameter in order to search everywhere. While the manga doesn't give an exact time frame, the situation EXE is in is dire. His ally, Base.exe, is on death's door. So Mega Man's solution is to zoom around the universe as fast as possible until he happens upon some tool or weapon that can help. That doesn't sound like it should work. But it does. And he couldn't have been gone for more than a minute, or Base would have been done for. So with that in mind, EXE must have been traveling over 3 novemdecillion times the speed of light.
What the heck does
60 zeros long.
Okay, I know some pretty big numbers. I've never heard of that one.
You know, I think so. And it also goes without saying that while
holy crap.
solar system level black hole feat was impressive, EXE destroying an entire universe is far superior. About 200 quintillion times more, if you're curious.
Okay.
Don't forget that
I was
EXE's
curious.
arsenal of battle chips is much larger than Geo's collection of battle cards.
Yeah.
So EXE could have just used chips like uninstall, interrupt, and capture to disable all the other Mega Man's weapons and programs whenever he wanted. Well, except for Volnutt, ironically, because his weapons were manual rather than programmed.
Right.
You got one, buddy.
You got one.
Good at what they do, but at the end of the day, EXE had the speed, power, and the tools needed to be the best super fighting robot.
All right, makes sense to me.
Rocked. Man,
I get it, yeah.
MegaMan.EXE.
All right. I'm gonna talk a little bit about it after we see the next one. Well, first I'll talk about the next one, no matter how brief that may be. But yeah, now I'll talk about it. All right, next time. Who's next? Wait. Is that Black Widow? Black Widow versus Widowmaker. Wait, Widowmaker's from Overwatch, right? I think that's right. I hope I'm right about that. Okay. That's that'll be interesting. It seems like they are definitely using a lot of Marvel characters recently. Again, I'm definitely not complaining about that, but wow, okay. I wasn't expecting this one. I don't know that much about Widowmaker, so I really hope I'm getting that right, that she's from Overwatch. But yeah, no, I'm still excited for that fight. I researched Black Widow a little bit when I did Black Widow versus Solid Snake. But it'll be cool to see, what else Black Widow is capable of, because obviously, the research on who, when, and why is not up to par with something like Death Battle. So I'm definitely excited to see what she's capable of, and also what Widowmaker is capable of. But yeah, I guess that's all I have to say for that fight. And obviously it's not another Battle Royale or anything. But in terms of this fight, so first of all, I want to say that in the animation, I was a little confused about what was going on. In terms of the black hole, I believe that both Volnutt and Mega Man died in the black hole. And then Mega Man.EXE made his way out of the black hole somehow. And I was a little confused about who exactly died and when after that point happened. I wasn't sure who died first between Mega Man.EXE and Star Force Mega Man, but thankfully, they cleared it up afterwards, so that Star Force actually came in second. And I'm not going to say this in a cheap way or anything like this, But I am very happy like that I got most things correct, I guess, because I got first, fourth, and fifth correct because that's what I was most confident in. First place, fourth place, and fifth place. And in terms of second and third, that was the one where I really wasn't sure about those two characters in terms of where it was going to be between X and Star Force. And honestly, I'm going to be honest here. If I remembered, they must have mentioned that Star Force was able to resist hacking. If they didn't talk about that, then I don't know. But I'm assuming they must have because they brought it up like they had mentioned it before, and I must have missed that. If I had remembered that they said that, I would have put Star Force as second. I'm just saying that right now. Again, I'm not trying to say that in a cheap way because that is on me. If they said that and I missed it, then that is on me. But if I had remembered that they had said Star Force was resistant to hacking, I would have put him as second because that was the biggest reason why I put Mega Man.EXE or .EXE first, that he was resistant to hacking. And I didn't realize like anything about his speed, but I did put together that he was more versatile than everyone else. So I'm happy about that. Obviously there were some things I missed, and some things that I could have gone more in detail in my prediction, like before the fight, but after the pre-analyses. So, that's a little on me, but I am still happy that I got a lot of things right. That, I got the first place right, the fourth place right, the fifth place right, and that, the only two that I weren't sure of were the only two I got wrong. And I'm happy that I didn't get like 3 wrong or 4 wrong or all of them wrong. So I am really happy about that. And again, I should have gone with my gut, because I knew that Star Force had like a really big number going for him, but for some reason I was really sure that EXE was like gonna do so well. Again, maybe it's just because I know him more than the other guys, but I just really thought that EXE was going to do well in this one. And he did come in third. Like, that's pretty awesome. But I don't know. I guess maybe I wanted him to go higher. Or maybe I did think he was going to be higher. I'm not 100% sure. But that is on me. So I didn't get everything right. But I want to say I'm really happy with what I did get right. And that the only stuff I got wrong were the stuff that I knew that I was taking a little bit of a gamble on. So I'm really happy about that. The fight animation was nice. Although then again, like I said, there were some times where I didn't exactly know what was going on. But it was still nice. It was still awesome to see it in 2D. Obviously I prefer 3D, but I think 2D really worked with these characters, so that was awesome. And for a battle royale, it was pretty cool. Sometimes I wish they didn't cut away from certain points of the individual fights, but I think that was the point. I liked how like they were all gonna gang up on Volnutt because he was so weak. I thought that was hilarious. But yeah, overall the animation was nice. The analyses were good too. I liked how they didn't go too much into detail with all the characters because that would have made it way too long, but they went into as much detail as they needed to. That was awesome. And I felt like I got a lot of good information. And a lot of the stuff that I got wrong, it wasn't because they hid information from me. That was my own mistake. So I actually really like this episode for that reason, because I much prefer it when, they give me what I need to use in order to figure out. Not that they're going to like say, oh, this character is definitely better than this character, but they give me enough information so that with enough thorough thought, I could put it together. So I'm happy about that. Obviously, I don't want it to be my fault either, but I'd much prefer that, they gave me the information and I messed up, rather than there was no way I could have known, because that means I could improve, I could improve with further battles. So I'm happy when they do that. And like I said, the analyses were informative. They weren't as funny. I know they were trying to be funny, but they weren't as funny as I think they usually are. But that's okay. I'm not always here for the humor. I'm here to learn more about characters and see an awesome fight. And overall, I thought this was a pretty solid episode. But what did you guys think about it? What do you think the order should have been for these characters? Do you agree that .EXE wins, or do you think that someone else should have won? Let me know down in the comments below. And again, link in the description to the original video, so please go check that out. And if you enjoyed this video, please give this video a huge like. I always appreciate the likes. Comment down below what you thought of it, what you thought of the video, what you thought of the reaction, anything like that. And if you guys could subscribe to my channel, that'd be so great. That would really help my channel out. But honestly, your view is plenty of contribution. So thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. And that's it for me. I will see all of you guys in the next video. Peace out.